where we are in this cycle, okay, as we move forward. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to end up, but we're just going to keep on ticking and going and going and going and going. We're past the fourth cycle. We haven't formed the top yet. Once we do, we'll probably go to the bottom and then go again and again and again and again. But if we're tracking this, by the time we get into 2026, the bottom looks like it's up in six figures already. So I have no idea how high this bull run will take us, but it could be quite high. Short term, this is what we're looking for. And long term, this is where we are, right? That parabolic phrase or phase, the banana zone that Raoul Pal talks about, right? The most bullish year of the 4-year cycle is right around the corner. This is, if you missed every other year of every other 4-year cycle, that's fine. This is the 1 year of this cycle that you don't want to miss. That's it. It's simply that. There are other reasons why huge gains are incoming. This is kind of hard to read, but basically what this is saying is, well, when the short term, I guess, the short term sellers are gone, right? The paper hands, the lettuce hands, they come in and they FOMO and then they sell, right? When they are all gone, that's usually a sign of a turnaround, right? So Bitcoin right now, if you look at it, is in a zone with minimal Bitcoin sellers. So that's exactly where we are. At 73K, we saw a lot of sellers because of those paper hands. We had people that FOMO'd in, the short-term buyers and sellers, right? But now we're in that zone. Like, we haven't seen that zone since like 30,000 or 40,000 Bitcoin, where it's, once again, it's like oversold. It's where you want to accumulate, where it's about to turn up and go higher. That's where we are right now at 64,000 Bitcoin. If you think about it, it's mind-blowing, right? We're at a level where above $60,000, and it's actually like a bottom point, a capitulation point. So this is all before the easy money season, the October, which is right around the corner, and the parabolic bull run that I've been talking about for years. Some of you guys have been waiting for years, right? Well, it's about to come. It's right around the corner. You don't have to wait much longer for it. Like yesterday, we had a really good kind of like a mini altcoin recovery. Just wait until we're in full-blown parabolic phase and true altcoin season hit. That's when you'll know you made the right move by holding and DCing and having patience. 50 million USDC transfer from unknown wallet to Coinbase Institutional. 50 million. That's quite a lot. Some whale getting ready to buy. The funny thing is, 50 million here and there, sounds a lot, but on a grand scheme of things, it's very little, right? We're talking about now the crypto market cap is in the trillions, but still goes to show you how many are sitting on the sidelines with their stable coins ready to buy. We have how many billions? Tether has 119 billion. USDT has 36 billion. You add those two together, that's over 150 billion of stable coins that could be used to buy. All right, what else is there? Bitcoin ETFs removed nearly 5 times the daily supply, and Ethereum ETFs sees strong rebound. I don't really care about Ethereum ETFs, but I do care about Bitcoin ETFs. And yesterday was a really strong day. Finally, we see a massive inflow from BlackRock 2 days in a row. We saw inflows from others. 136 million net inflow yesterday. And going back 2 weeks, it's been pretty good. Way more inflows than outflows. which is what we want to see. And bottom line is this. There's only 450 being produced per day, guys. 450 per day for the entire world. And some of these guys, they're buying way more than that. Okay? And that's just from like one ETF or one individual. So bottom line is everyone's fighting for what exists now. All the future mined Bitcoins are already spoken for. So there's just not enough to go around. That's it. And this illustrates that perfectly. Look at this. Only 0.27% of the global population can own one Bitcoin. So if you have one Bitcoin, you have more than one Bitcoin, you're a whole coiner. Okay, you are in the 0.27% percentile. You're not even in the 1 percentile. You're in the 0.27 percentile of the population. And one day, when the whole world wakes up and embraces and adopts Bitcoin, you know what? You will be on your private jet or your 500-foot yacht, because when that day comes, Bitcoin will be worth tens of millions of dollars each. Maybe even more than that. Because there's just not enough to go around. Let that sink in. There's not enough to go around. Every millionaire on the planet can't even buy one single Bitcoin at this point in time, if you think about that. All right, what else is there? This is also the only cycle where the supply is actually going down. All previous cycles prior had the supply going up on exchanges. 2015, 2018, you could say even 2021, the supply was still going up. This is the only cycle that we're going into where liquidity on exchanges is actually going down, and going down at an alarming rate. So again, take a second to think about that. Let that sink in. As FOMO kicks in and as institutions continue to load up, I mean, there's just not enough to go around. Eventually, there will be very little Bitcoin on exchanges for people to buy. And when that day happens, Bitcoin again will be in 7 figures or 8 figures or wherever it may be at that point in time.